do they have?
I don't know, I'm not, couldn't tell you. I know they don't feel good, but, I think when the weather's -7 and it's a little cool, that kind of goes around. I saw the deal where the flu epidemic's at an all-time high, and it's doubled in the last 2 weeks, and like southern part all the way, I don't know, I just follow it. There's some games that you're just really, really happy to find a W, and this was one. I told our team, I'm ecstatic, because I'm not sure, a couple weeks ago we'd won this one. And the process is so important to everything that we do. And there are nights it's just really ugly. That's an extremely well-coached basketball team who has 2 fifth-year senior guards and veterans, and you don't feel good, and you're coming off an emotional, can all say it, bragging rights game's an emotional game. And you're in finals and there's no way around it. It becomes a little more challenging sometimes. I think you look around the country, you can see some of that. But I'm really proud of the process. Our second half defensive numbers, we won the game today because of our defense. We won it because of our rebounding. And we withstood 20 turnovers, almost all of them from our guards. That's unacceptable. Because we talked about they're one of the best teams in the country versus the dribble. They do a great job of getting gaps, and they take your ball. And what do? First 3 possessions is dribble like crazy right in the middle of their stuff. But LeRon carried his first half, great double-double. He might be playing as well as anybody in the Big Ten from an offensive standpoint. And then I thought that Trent in the second half was tremendous, and it should be noted, I thought Mark Allstork was the reason we won the game. Mark's defense, the second half, was off the chart. He's turned into an elite on-ball defender. It allowed our other guys to get in line and disrupted their flow. He did that in the Missouri game. He didn't have much help the first half. We didn't guard anybody. But second half, I thought he was huge, and then did what a senior should do at the end of a game, demanded the ball be thrown to him on the baseline out, and got fouled and stepped up and made his free throws. So, and obviously DeMonte, say I'm surprised that he made that, I'm not. DeMonte never ceases to amaze me, and he's shot the ball awfully well all week in practice, and he's put in the time, and we made a basketball play, and he got the clean look and knocked it down.
Question?
Fred, when you've got Mark Allstork, the points he put up at Wright State, I think that's what we all expected. Just how would you evaluate his process individually, what he's turned into for your team? And, he had 3 turnovers, didn't make a lot of shots, but he did help.
Yeah, there's a lot of ways to impact the game, and it's not his fault. You guys all thought that he should average 20 a game. That's different level, different team, new system, different role, and there's a reason that I have a lot of confidence in. I watched him today. I told him in the timeout. He shot one in the first half that he missed, and I watched him today hit 10 in a row in the corner, and I have all the confidence in the world in him offensively. My confidence in him defensively is through the roof. Now I think he's starting to see how he can impact the game defensively, and maybe that's something he hasn't had to do prior. I don't know, but his effort, his diving on the floor, his going to chase balls and on the glass is definitely having a huge impact on our basketball team.
Now that you've won the game, it might be difficult to channel the negative emotions you were feeling in the first half, but in the radio you talked about LeRon being angry at the team. Have you been angrier with the team than you were in the first half?
Yeah. Yeah. I just, that's the blunt answer. But I wasn't happy. I mean, you know, they played harder than we did the first half. They played with more determination than we did in the first half. You know, to be honest, Trent's performance in the first half was almost by script. You know, everybody's been telling him how good he's been for 5 days. It takes maturity to handle prosperity. It takes maturity to handle people telling you how great you are. And yeah, like I said, I'm still miffed at why this team plays flat sometimes, and maybe that's lack of leadership. Maybe I need to bring pom poms in and cheer and do whatever to get them going. I thought we practiced great until today. Shoot around was terrible, and we played like that.
Kipper Nichols has been struggling last couple games. What do you need to do to get him going, or what's he need to do?
I think Kipper and I will have a talk. I think we'll just sit down and have a talk. I think sometimes that can help a lot of things. And I believe in him. I believe in his ability. He's got another place that he can get to, but it has to be. His teammates have to trust him, and I'm not quite sure that's all there. To be very honest, and we need Kipper. Kipper can help us, but you know, everybody goes through a little hiccup in the season, and he's in his place right now, and we'll see if we can get him handled as we head into Big Ten play.
Brady talked about this before with LaRon being able to make some difficult shots over longer opponents. He's done it all in non-conference play, but how much growth have you seen that? And who do you credit with that? And what have you seen through that process?
Well, I credit him because he works. I mean, he spends a ton of time working on his game. Orlando spends a ton of time with him on different aspects of it, whether it's facing up, whether it's back to the basket. You know, the one thing that LaRon does, and he has a tremendous knack for, is being able to get a shot off. So therefore, he doesn't get to the foul line maybe as much as I would hope he would. I'd like to see him get to the foul line, but he spends a lot of time. He doesn't get a lot of threes in practice, but he stays after and shoots threes, so he's comfortable shooting that, and I'm comfortable with him shooting, to be very honest. So. You know, he's got another level to get to. Now we've got to continue to get him there, but right now he's probably playing as well as any front court guy in our league.
Maybe something else you mentioned there at the end on the radio was, you know, these slow starts are not sustainable once Big Ten play starts back up again. And you've won some games, lost some games with them. Is there like a trigger that's going to maybe have to hit that like these guys understand that it's just that's going to set them back? Or
There may be a lot shorter leash come Big Ten time. I don't know what the trigger is. You know, if I could figure it out, I'd figure it out. You know, it's about a commitment to playing for each other. It's about a commitment to and a responsibility to your teammates, and I'm frustrated with that sometimes. And I don't understand. I don't understand how we can come out flat, how we can be a shoot-around and be flat. I get it that not all games are going to be pretty. They're not.
When you guys are facing adversity, who are some of the guys that really step up in the huddle or timeout or just take a leadership role in general?
LaRon did tonight. Michael Finke does a great job of it. Now that, like, I'll give you an example. The big difference was Missouri. It was Trent. It was Mark Smith. Tonight it was somebody else. That's the crap sheet. And you know, yet I'm really proud because Trent fought back, and we worked on a specific ball screen action to throw the ball to the corner because we knew how they would support it. 4 straight times he shot the ball in the first half with the guy standing wide open in the court. And those are the little things, the maturity things that he's got to grow up to. But he needs to have that consistent mental approach too. And that's freshman, so.
Scott? It's just with the way that Trent plays is maybe on that line of control or out of control. I mean, is he going to just have to develop that balance where he can kind of walk that a little?
When the shot goes in, I like it. When the shot goes no, I'm trying to be fair. You know, that's his game. That's his game, and we need that. To be honest, we need that bravado. And I know there's some shots that he's going to take that, yeah, I got to live with. And yet when we specifically worked on it and told them they're going to collapse on you, and they're going to support from the corner that you just left on the roll, you got to make that play. And I say this all the time: good players make themselves better. Great players make their teammates better. He also made the play of the night by making his teammate better. Shot Michael Finke hit in the corner. That was really good basketball. Because he probably could have shot a layup, but made the extra kick, and then Michael made the shot. So it's a growth, and Trent's growing.
What'd you think of that Fryer putback dunk in the second half?
Same thing I said to Dan. I mean, I can't say that in here. You guys are credit, and I'll get in trouble, and my AD sitting back here, and
It's okay on YouTube.
and it's not okay. I won't say that, but Kipper's 6'6", and he was over his head, and there's not many guys that I know we don't have anybody go do that. Maybe Derek Burson back in his days at Peak, and when he was a Dragon, could jump like that. But holy cow, that was impressive. But that's what happens when you don't block somebody out. Happy New Year.